Hey guys, so today I'm going to be looking at things people have been doing wrong. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. I owned a light blue colored microwave for about 3 years that a family member gave me for a housewarming gift. Thought it was cool, never saw a blue microwave before. One night, a buddy asked why I never took the blue plastic wrap off my microwave, then proceeded to peel it off for me. Whoa, that microwave is silver. Still miss my blue microwave sometimes though. How dare you peel it off? How dare you? What if they wanted it to be there? You know how some people just love to leave the plastic film on new things because, you know, maybe it'll make it last longer, or like they want to keep it new forever? How dare they peel it off? And it wasn't even the owner peeling it off. Someone else peeled it off. Someone else took the satisfaction of peeling it off. I'll be mad. I'm kidding. But seriously though, how do you not know it was a plastic wrap though? Really? After moving to a new city, I went to the laundromat and the Korean lady working was yelling at me about something I couldn't understand. After some pantomime, it became clear that she was upset I was putting in the wrong detergent, but it was the same kind I have been using for 8 years. Since moving away to college and behind. Turns out I've been washing my clothes with only fabric softener for nearly a decade. They always smelled so good, so I never really thought about it. Not my proudest moment. I'm just about to laugh because I was actually imagining them miming to each other, you know? A washing machine is amazing. Like, it does so much for you. I remember having to wash my clothes by hand. That was tough work, okay? It was like a workout. My family always had a cup next to the bathroom sink in case you needed to rinse your mouth after brushing your teeth, or maybe get a quick drink of water in the middle of the night. My grandma had the same cup at her house. I used it for years whenever I was thirsty. One day she saw me doing this and said, "Don't use that cup. That's where grandma puts her teeth." Why didn't grandma tell people beforehand, huh? When I was a kid, I was told that the paper that came on cupcakes/muffins was edible. I would spend a decade eating them like this, paper and all, until a friend pointed it out. They must wonder why cupcakes don't taste good then. Why? Who told them this? I feel like so many kids believe this though. Like, where did it start? Who told them this? I doubt their parents would tell them this. Who started it? I mean, I don't think it's like toxic, right? Is it? I think they just poop it out, no? If they've been doing this for 10 years. Yeah, okay. Travel frequently for work and only just noticed that most laptop bags have a strap to place over a rolling suitcase handle. I don't even know. I'm trying to imagine one. I don't even have a laptop bag. I have a laptop case. I normally put my laptop in my bag, like my backpack, and I have a separate bag for my laptop. I understand why people do though, because sometimes it gets really heavy on your back. Yeah. I do know a lot of people just carry it separately, like they carry the backpack and the laptop in one hand. So yeah, but I'm lazy. I taught myself how to play a clarinet. 6 months later, someone told me that I've been playing with a mouthpiece upside down. Whoa, and they played it? Like, they still played it correctly while playing it with a mouthpiece upside down? Isn't that talent? That's talent. I used to fill the kettle by the spout. I do this. I still do this. My parents have always done it this way. I thought the center part was mainly for decoration, but not functional. I don't know why I never questioned this. One day I bought a new tea kettle and my husband was like, "What is inside this?" And with great ease, opened the center to pull out a manual with instructions and whatnot. I was drinking dirty paper water for like 2 weeks. There's a manual inside the kettle? Oh my gosh, I never checked. I should check now. Oh, that is concerning. I mean, I've always just seen my parents do it. They fill it by the spout. It goes in. It's like the same thing though. Like, you don't have to open it. That's a hassle. You know, like it goes in the same way. The same amount of water goes in because the spout is big enough for like a full tap strength. Whatever that's called. Okay, I need to check my kettle. I used to pull my pants down all the way at the urinal. I feel like some people still do this. Like, you know how in some movies you see people do this? Like, they go to poop and then their pants are all the way down on the ground. And I'm just like, bro, why would you pull your pants all the way touching the ground of the toilet? Found out I was lighting incense wrong. Boyfriend and I got a bunch to add to our collection of nice smells, and we would light them and they would just start a little inferno. Convinced we were buying cheap garbage incense, we stopped using them. I proceeded to buy a different brand in hope those would work. I test light and same thing, it goes up in an inferno. Roommate informs us that you're supposed to blow them out once they catch. Oops. Okay. Not judging. I always thought eggplant tasted itchy, like itchy was a flavor, like sour or salty. Oh no. Fed some to my baby and his face turned red whenever the eggplant touched, and I realized we're both just allergic to eggplant, and itchy isn't a flavor. They're both okay, right? You know what I realized though? Sometimes my mouth would get itchy when I eat chocolate. Does that mean I'm allergic? I don't think so, because I can still eat chocolate without feeling any like symptoms, right? But it's only if I have like a ton of chocolate in my mouth and it's like all covered up, or like it's at the roof of my mouth and then it feels really itchy. But like it's not uncomfortable, it just feels itchy. I have thought about it before, like whether I'm allergic to chocolate, but I don't think so, because I can eat it fine if it's like a little bit. Just not like a whole bunch in my mouth, because there was one time, I don't know why I did that, but I just shoved like every single chocolate in my mouth and I was just like melting them in my mouth and then it just got itchy. It got itchy swallowing it, that's the thing. I don't know what it was, honestly, but like I can still eat chocolate and it doesn't feel itchy if I eat like a little bit, like, you know, one bite at a time. I don't know. Am I allergic to chocolate? I don't think so. I don't want to believe I am. One day I used the key fob to remotely start my dad's car. It was like an oh crap moment for him. 2 years and he didn't realize he had this handy little function. Technology will always be new to our parents. I didn't find out that I was supposed to punch out for lunch until my third job. And even then, it was because a coworker mentioned it, passing that they were clocking out for lunch. How did no one tell them that? Like, no one told them? My dad has been spelling his name wrong his whole life. He's 51. His name is Jeffrey, and he's been spelling it like that since he learned how to spell his name. A few months ago, my mum pulled out his birth certificate, and we all learned it's actually spelled Jeffrey. Jeffrey. Ah. You're spelling your name wrong your entire life. Oh, that's funny. At least there's not much of a difference, you know. If you look at it quickly, it looks the same. Oh my gosh. My wife and I have this ceiling fan light in our bedroom in the house we moved into 2 years ago. It has a remote control for the fan and lights. About 1.5 years ago, the lights suddenly stopped working. The fan works well, and we didn't have a ton of money, so we've just lived with lamps in the room, always being frustrated with how dark it is. He found out it was just dimmed, which you do by holding down the button on the remote. It sounded so much like our fan, I went and tried it. Dimmed. Oh, I have a fan light too. You know, like you pull it 3 times and the light is brighter and brighter and brighter. And then you pull it on the 4th time and it turns off. Oh my gosh, did anyone have any lamps where you touch them once and then it lights up, and then you touch it twice and then it goes brighter? Those were amazing. Living in a foreign country where I was actively learning the language. Social cues go a long way when learning a language on the spot. That being said, someone once said a phrase to me while serving a hot dish, which I assumed as meaning excuse me. After going through crowds and lines, replicating the same phrase in an attempt to be respectful of those around me, I abruptly found out that the phrase actually meant enjoy. Hindsight completely makes sense. The odd looks I would get by saying enjoy while squeezing past people all of a sudden made sense. Enjoy, you get out of the way, enjoy. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh, that's funny. I think if I didn't know what the server meant, I would think they said be careful, you know? So I'll be saying be careful, be careful, be careful, be careful. When I first got a debit card and would go out to eat at restaurants with my friends, I would leave a cash tip on the table. When I got the receipt to put how much I was paying, I would write down how much money I left on the table. For at least 6 months, I gave double tips to every waitress I had. Oh, well that's kind of wholesome. You know, accidentally wholesome. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!